What is the worst reason you've heard for cheating on someone? Not heard, I lived it. Ex cheated on me because I cheated on her in a dream she had and was sure it was a sign that I was unfaithful IRL. He wanted to try something new. He cheated on me with his ex. Just in case he would ever cheat on me, I cheated first, so it's his fault for possibly cheating on me the first place. My cousin's ex said she felt she had to hook with the guy working the front register at Walgreens because of the events of 9/11. I'm not even kidding. This was on 9/11. She apparently was so upset she staggered into Walgreens and fell on the first dick she saw. What was your worst, shish tea, I forgot moment? When you are finished with your final exam, bring it up front and turn it in, along with your term paper. Quote, term paper? I was playing Forza, the racing game. The bots in single-player races use the names, cars of your friends in your friend list. Saw my buddy's name next to me on the starting line. Hadn't talked to him for a while, so I gave him a call. Number was disconnected, and I realized I forgot he died the year prior. My mom and I loaded up the car and drove a long way to my sister's house for Christmas. We had packed all her cooking. We had forgotten the presents. Drove 2 hours to the airport just to realize I forgot my ID on the kitchen table. Thankfully it was a domestic flight. They felt bad for me and let me on anyway. Women of Reddit. What things do men do that frighten you without them even realizing it? Happened few times. I was working late in small market with no one around, and when they come in and ask me if I am not scared to be alone. Well, now I am, thanks. A guy I'm seeing took me out to a baseball game for our first date. It was nice. I didn't get any weird vibes from him at all. After the game, he asked if I wanted to go see some of the spots he likes to go walking. I didn't think much about it until we got there and I realized he was basically taking me to the woods in the dark. He told me to follow him and I'm thinking I'm about to get killed, but it turns out he just wanted to show me his favorite place to go on walks and chill because you can see the entire city from there and at night it looks really pretty. He took me to a couple more trails that night and I ended up having a great time and forgot that it's pitch black outside and I'm with a guy I've never gone out with before out in nature. Definitely thought I was going to get killed at first though. Have you ever been to a sex club? How was it? I went to a sex party once, which is probably just a more organized version of a sex club. Had sex with a girl who was way too hot to be saying yes to my ugly ass. It was fun. I decided to hit the sex club in Amsterdam while waiting for my Airbnb host to clean up the room. It was mostly couples over 45 with one American couple that were the most take charge and trying to arrange a train. My nervousness meant I didn't really know how to approach anyone, but one lady who spoke English helped me a bit and offered to blow me. Unfortunately, mid-blow she told me to check out the Anne Frank house, and how sad it feels on seeing the little room. Americans, what do you think is the weirdest thing about Europe? The history. Can't wrap my brain around that. I live in a farmhouse built in the 1920s and that is considered old. I always say us Europeans laugh about what Americans call old while Americans laugh at what Europeans call a long distance. OMG, the toilets. In the US every toilet I've ever come across has a flush lever on the left of the tank or, in public restrooms, a sensor or a button on the top. In Europe every single toilet has a different flush mechanism. Every single one. It's like an escape room challenge. Foot pedals, cranks, pull knobs, things attached to the sink. I was once stuck in a bathroom for 20 minutes trying to figure out how to flush the toilet. It turned out to be a pulley on the other side of the room. Trains go to every major city.